Parts of the West African sub-region are challenged by border crime like proliferation of small and light weapons, banditry and terrorism. To combat these security threats, truncating socioeconomic development in some critical parts of the African continent, ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff activated a standby force to combat these security challenges in the sub-region. This was one of the major outcomes of the 43rd Ordinary Meeting of the ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff held in Abuja, Nigeria.
We as stakeholders in the sub-region must identify and suitably adjust to the changing order of the global landscape in which emergent threats of terrorism, organized crime, climate change, cybercrime, and pandemics respect no boundaries. By leveraging our collective expertise, resources, and commitment, we can make a tangible impact on fostering peace, stability, and prosperity in the sub-region. In this regard, I am pleased to highlight the activation of the ECOWAS standby force to combat terrorism in the sub-region. The activation of this force underscores our collective determination to confront the scourge of terrorism with regards to insecurity and ensure the safety and security of our citizens. I am confident that our deliberation will be marked by a spirit of collaboration, innovation, and determination as we work towards crafting a comprehensive and sustainable strategy to address the security needs of the sub-region.
Modalities for the ECOWAS standby force deliberated at the forum include the review of pledges for the ECOWAS standby force and the counter-terrorism brigade.
As leaders of our respective armed forces, defense forces, we are aware that without a secure and conducive environment, economic growth and development will continue to elude our region. We must therefore support our political leadership by entrenching conducive and secure environment for economic development to thrive. Recognizing that today's threats are not only complex and adaptive, they pervade and in cases traverse countries in the sub-region. We must therefore commend the foresight of our past leaders for setting up this platform to leverage for collective action against a common threat. Accordingly, the complexity of the security landscape demands that we leverage our collective expertise, intelligence assets, and coordinate our efforts towards borders if we must solve these challenges as the world has become a global village and the gap between us shrinking even more. Thus, collaboration is paramount and imperative to address both the root causes and symptoms of insecurity in our region. It is on this premise that the agenda for this meeting was carefully crafted to focus on critical areas while building from our previous engagements.
States have decided, that we should activate the standby force in this kinetic, that's a counter-terrorism force to deal with the menace, because the coastal countries are increasingly coming under threat from, the North Sahel side of the region. And we need to, come together with our armed forces and other things to have this brigade that will be a deterrent, to the southward drift of terrorism in our region. So this meeting is another step, in the drive toward the activation of the counter-terrorism force. We are soon going to have a meeting of ministers of finance and then the ministers of defense to decide on modalities to fund that. Because today, with the world as it is, we need to depend upon ourselves first before even trying to appeal to others for support.
Tuesday Live will be examining some of the resolutions of the ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff. What is the state of the activated standby force, commitments by member states, and the current security situation in the West African sub-region? In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.